When Math Genius Meets Bake Sale, a hilarious misunderstanding. In the quirky town of Numerville lived a math genius named Albert. He could solve differential equations in seconds, yet everyday logic baffled him. One sunny day, his neighbor, Mrs. Baker, called out, "Hey, Albert, can you lend me a hand?" Albert, confused, stared at his own hand, then replied, I'm afraid I can't lend you my hand. It's attached." Mrs. Baker chuckled and decided to keep it simple. "How about some cookies instead?" It reminded Albert of a complex function he once solved. "Only if I can analyze them first," he declared. Next week, the town hosted a bake sale. Albert planned to contribute. He misread the sign. It said, "Bring your best dish." He arrived with a dish of equations. "Here's my best dish!" he exclaimed. The townsfolk blinked, and Mrs. Baker gasped, "But Albert, we meant like food." With a straight face, he replied, "But food is just a series of chemical equations, isn't it?" At that moment, the math whiz pointed to his equations, and a few giggles erupted. The punchline was his literal take on a community bake sale sparked unforgettable laughter. From that day on, Albert became the local legend, not for his math skills, but for his bizarre interpretations, bridging humor and genius.